Well, hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I'm Dcash Gaming, and today, I think you already can see what type of video it's gonna be. It's gonna be a race review of the Xfinity race at the Roval 2021. And to start off, we went down there, and I'm gonna talk about the Hall of Fame since this can probably be a shorter video than the Cup Series. But anyways, I went to the Hall of Fame on that Saturday. Great place, a lot of stuff to see. I think it's worth every dollar. And then again, I'm also a big NASCAR fan, so that's also my opinion as bet. So, maybe if you're not such a NASCAR fan, maybe you might not enjoy it nearly as much. But any NASCAR fan who's been in the sport for a couple of years probably should be interested in that museum. Anyways, the drive for the Cure 250 presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. It's a long name for a race, but that's the way it is. The race was actually a very good race. Now, my phone died, so you don't get tons of footage from that race, but a lot happened. It was organized chaos. Where do I start off at? Adrian Allmendinger won it. He's been very good on the road courses for years. We all know this. Xfinity Series going to Cup next year for, I believe that's part-time. I could be wrong. I'll have to check up on that. But AJ Allmendinger, very good on the road courses. Won at the Indianapolis road course for the Cup Series. I know with Kaulig going the Cup, that would definitely be a big team to watch, big driver to watch every time he's in the car for a road course. Now, let's get to the problems. I think that my biggest complaint was that this race is probably too short laps-wise if we want to do stages. I'm not a big fan of throwing a caution for stages. I haven't been for some time. But this race, for the only being 67 laps or around there, needs to have something that would fix that. It was a big problem for the stages. It's 3 laps, but you have let's say it's a 3-lap caution. I think it might be a little bit more. Let's say 3-lap caution. And what was scheduled to be a 67-lap race ended up becoming a 68-lap race. So let's just do one right by 67. That's 8.9%. I had to do math. That's 8.9% of your race for the stages. Now, there was a lot of cautions. I think it tied the average amount of cautions. I think 9. No, that can't be right. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cautions. So let's actually change this a little bit. Let's say 6 times. Let's say every caution had 3 laps. I know some of them are even longer than that. So that's now 18 divided by 67. That's over a quarter race as cautions. That's insane. Now, I know so somebody was trying to say, well, they can't control the cautions they have in the race, which is true. But if you make the race longer, you'll be fine. Now, here we could keep going here, okay? So, the chicanes are cool. I actually was never a fan of the front stretch chicane until I actually went there in person. That front stretch chicane is pretty cool to watch. I just, for 2 laps or 3 laps, I just sat watching that chicane because it was close. It was a really fun place to be at. We were up high at the Ford Upper Grandstand. That was actually a great place to sit. But now we keep going. I'm looking at my notes here. Lap 29. Josh Bilicki hit the backstretch curbs and destroyed the race car. Why are those curbs there? even on iRacing, you know, it's not that hard. It's pretty hard to get through there undamaged if you try to cut the chicane. It's not actually that difficult to enforce track limits there. I don't see why there's the curbs there. There's just a horrible place with the curbs, and they took one of them out because they actually moved the curb out of the ground, and then after that, they took them all out for the Sunday race. So why were they there in the first place? If you're gonna remove them, if you removed them, what were they protecting? Track limits are pretty enforceable on their own. Track limits enforce themselves at this track, just about. If you cut that chicane, sure, you're fine, except if someone else tries to get as much speed coming off of the second half of the chicane. Anyways, what else? John Gintner led a lot of the race. With 21 laps led. Cindric led with 22. He's very good on the road courses. I'm trying to think what else all happened. I think that's about it. Other than the over to the Greenway checkered finish we have now. I gotta give credit to the Xfinity drivers. They did a great job not causing more problems than there was. The Xfinity guys, they drove around, they beat, they banged, they hit each other's cars, just slid into their cars, and they kept them going straight for the most part. There could have been a lot more cautions. I was just talking about how many cautions there was. There could have been a lot more. Especially going that turn one on those restarts. You always see someone slide in and give someone a little bit sideways. They save it. They do a great job. But other than that, I think this will be the end of this video. So thank you all for watching. Until next time, you all have a great rest of your day.